Welcome to my self-therapy. This will be my first video ever where I speak directly from my heart, or at least as much as I could, because I still have some points written down just to remind me what I'm speaking about. I wouldn't be able to do it otherwise, really, but that's what I will speak about also. I don't play the game in the background, and there might be some cuts, but this is partially related to my problem. See, I can't really speak well. Whenever I press the record button, I just cannot speak coherently and quickly, which is a shame because being a YouTuber was always my dream, and as you can imagine, this sort of thing kind of makes it a bit problematic, to say the least. Like, I'm speaking probably pretty well right now, you might think, but all the silence where I think what to say next is probably cut out and you don't really hear any of it, so I'm currently using like literally 120% of my brain. My mind is going into an overdrive just to think what to say next, and this is even besides the fact that I have like my most important parts that I want to talk about written down. It's still not everything, just the most important parts that I want to mention, because I still want to speak directly from my heart as much as I can and not from the paper, and I want to like train myself to become better at speaking. Another part of my problem is like self-confidence. Since I was little, I had so many ideas for like different channels and stuff, and most of those ideas I just totally scraped. I didn't make them because the usual way that this sort of thing went down was I thought of an idea and I got excited for it, and then I thought of whether it's good or not, and then I thought whether I can actually make it good or not, and usually the answer to that question was maybe, but not really, I'm not sure. Then I started doubting myself and I never really did most of those ideas that I had in my mind, which is a shame because by now I probably would have like 100 videos instead of like 15 or whatever I have right now. Which would be a good situation because even if those videos did actually suck, like I would definitely at some point get better than I was before. But my self-confidence, or rather lack thereof, did its thing, and now I have basically no videos, and those that I have do actually probably suck a bit. And I definitely haven't learned as much as I would if I had like 5 times as much videos. In any case, I often looked at some other YouTubers that I liked watching, and I often tried to see what it is that they're doing good, what it is that they're doing bad. I tried to think, why is it that I like them, and why is it that they succeeded? And recently I've made a certain observation, and is that every single one of the YouTubers that I liked watching, if I try to sort their YouTube channels by the oldest videos, the first videos that they made, the first videos ever, they are kind of like mine, in a sense that they are horse dung. Well, yeah, but they are like really kind of bad, to be honest. I'm like, this is not the kind of person that I subscribe to. But the thing is that as the time went by, as they made more and more videos, they got way better, which is kind of like, it makes sense, I guess, but I just sort of never really believed in that. I don't know why. Like, for some reason I thought this wouldn't be the case for me, and I thought that I cannot really get better, or that if I cannot make a video that will not absolutely suck, then there is no point in making it. And this is the reason why I didn't get better at doing videos. Therefore, I'm planning to make more videos from now on. Of course, plans are just plans, and I don't actually know if it will work out. I don't know. It may be it may be that my character arc is starting right now and I will actually start making a lot of videos and improving and everything will be great. And maybe I will just give up after sometimes, as with everything. Who knows? I cannot really promise anything, but I really hope that I will try. And this is partially the reason why I'm making this video. I know that it doesn't have much value in it for someone who would like watch it, This brings my mom came and I forgot what I was talking about. That's not good. Also, another thing that I found out about other YouTubers that I like is when I tell stories or when I tell jokes, and you have to know that I consider my videos worse than theirs. But when I tell jokes or stories, I don't think that those stories or jokes are what makes it worse. It's not that my jokes are worse than their jokes are. It's not that my stories are worse than their stories. It's not necessarily that my ideas are worse, but rather I think that it's the way I deliver them. And I think it's closely related with my self-esteem. I realized that like when somebody tells a joke and they put so much confidence in it, it just sounds better and it's funnier. Whereas if someone tells a joke and is not really entirely like sure of the jokes they're telling, or maybe they are not sure of themselves and their ability to tell that joke, it just sounds awkward and not funny at all, even if it's the exact same joke. Anyway, the reason why I'm making this video, there are two reasons why I'm making this video. One of them is to get better at speaking, because I want to train myself at speaking and I hope that this will actually help me some way. I want to get more self-confident and wait, is this even a word? Self-confident? I know there is self-esteem and confidence, but I don't think there is anything like self-confident. Okay, whatever. I want to get better at speaking and I want to get more confident, and I also want to get rid of this idea that everything that I make needs to have like so much value in it, and that I cannot make something that will simply be fun to make for me. Because of course YouTube is partially about trying to make your videos as possibly entertaining as can be, but I think it's also important to have some fun, and I always disregarded that. And I hope by this video I will eventually change my mind in a way that I will hopefully not be afraid to post some videos, some more videos, even if they are mediocre, even if I think that maybe the idea behind them isn't as good as the idea behind the videos that get like millions of views, because I am going to get a better idea eventually. And when I do, it's better if I have like 500 subs than if I have 40 subs and then no one will view it anyway. One more thing that like encouraged me to make this video is there's this trend recently going on YouTube, and in theory it's about making the videos more personal again. It's like those Minecrafters just go around doing stuff in survival world and talking about their life, and the idea is cool and all. This is in fact how YouTube was like 10 years ago, but even though those videos do make a lot of views, but I don't think they are exactly like those videos in the old times. Because those videos are supposed to be personal and not full of like cuts, transitions, effects and stuff, so that you also like have some fun doing those videos. But I think that many people took the low effort part of these videos too seriously, and they forgot that there is also the part that your videos have to be personal. For most people, really, they are not. Like, I watched some videos from that trend and it's a lot of times it's just something copied and done in a way lower effort. Like, I could give many examples, but the one person that seems like really fake is this guy who he makes a bunch of videos which look like really done for only for views. They're nothing original, they are just low effort videos of him trying to talk about topics that would get as much possible views. For example, one of his latest videos is he keeps ranting about how he has enough of hate comments. And trust me, I went back on a few of his videos, and I also looked closely on this video, and I couldn't find a single bad comment. Not only that, but even like to dislike ratio is just amazing, honestly. He has basically like no dislikes, and yet he keeps ranting on about how he has enough of hate comments and that he cannot bear this anymore. And then again, you look into his comments and people are like so supporting of him, even though what he's saying about him getting hate is a blatant lie and exactly that kind of thing that would get a lot of views, because being a victim on YouTube, it just pays well. And this is the moral that I'm going to leave you with today, to think about it. Bye bye!